Hey folks, figured I'd do the first part of my video, the EDC video, and we're going to start it off with my wallet, with personal information covered up, of course. That's my CCW. Okay. A very slim, I forget where I got this, and I should have opened it before I started shooting the video with one hand, multi-tool. This is a very handy tool. It's small enough that it can fit in your pocket. I'm going to have to pull it out here. There we go. It can fit in your pocket. It's a very slim profile. I've used it for a lot of different projects, and it's come in handy a lot. So its size really isn't a disadvantage. Okay, over here, Super Tuck holster with either a Glock 17 or Glock 22, depending on my mood, or a Glock 26. The Streamlight pen light, very small light with a very bright light in it. And of course my handy dandy Kershaw. Okay, and it depends on what I'm doing. If I'm going to go somewhere where I need a brighter flashlight, I'll take my Surefire, and if I'm going to go somewhere where I might need a bigger knife, I'll take the larger Kershaw knife that I have. And keys, which amazingly enough I've always carried potassium iodide in here. My little P38 can opener too. And either one or two mags. This is the single mag holder if I need to just take one, or if I'm going somewhere where I feel I might need a second mag, I will take two. Generally, I just take one. And that's pretty much it for the EDC. Now we'll move on to the bug out bag. Okay guys, welcome to the second half of the video. This is the bug out gear video and my bug out bag. Basically, I have two. I have one for a long-term situation, which is the one you're looking at right now. And over here is my other for a more short-term, just leaving for a day or two, emergency type situation. Short-term bug out would be maybe going on a trip, and I want to have a bug home bag, and that's what this would do. The only difference between this one and that one is essentially more stuff. Same stuff in it, just more of it. The larger one has more food. Water would be in canteens, which I have put away. And I also have lots of water bottle storage as well. The vest you see in the middle is probably what I'd put on in an emergency if I was traveling and needed to be armed at all times. But that's really more for just having it out to show you. The rifle air is an Armalite AR-15. It's just the easiest one to pull out of the safe, so it was taken out for a little bit of example showing. I'm going to start on this little bag here, and I'm going to move the tripod ever so gently. Let's see what we got here. Put it down on the floor so you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to start off with this pocket out here. This is my gun care and supply pocket. This is an Otis cleaning kit. And I have a little bit of Hoppy's Elite Gun Cleaner. I also have oil inside the kit, as well as more gun cleaner in the kit. And a rag. And 100 rounds of pistol ammo. Not too worried about the rifle ammo, as that would be in the rifle vest itself, or in the bag, as there's lots of room for extras in it. Okay. Moving on to this pocket. Got a little homemade thing here. This is some paracord. I had some extra Kydex left over when I was making some holsters. And I made this. So I can wrap the paracord nice and neat, tie ends on it, burn the ends, and you got about 100 feet of paracord right there. Duct tape, little miniature rocket stove in there. Okay, plastic bags. They make for good tarps. They make for good plastic to cover broken windows in a vehicle, whatever you need them for. Little small pocket knife. This is kind of a beater knife. It's no name brand, just simple little pocket knife. And some fire making and heat supplies. I have some tinder here, a little striker, and a lighter, just in case I don't feel like messing around with the other stuff. I also have the fuel for the mini stove, as well as a pen and some paper towels at the bottom there. Okay, moving on to the third pocket. Cash. Cash and coins. There's not many payphones anymore, but you know what? When you need that quarter or $2 in quarters, it comes in handy. I have it wrapped up in a plastic bag, maybe about 50 bucks in singles and fives in there. not much. Little sewing kit. Never know when you'll need it. Headlamp. This is the Energizer headlamp. I think what made me get this one was I saw a review that Nut and Fancy did a while back, and this one just worked great. This is really bright. It's got two different LEDs in it. It's got red LEDs and white up top too. So it's very bright, and it runs on 3 AAAs. This is an interesting little thing here. This holds one of these light stick. You open it up, you stick your light stick in, and you can clip this on web gear, your belt, whatever, and you can turn it off or turn it on as needed. It covers it completely or lets the light out. Some more light sticks in here. I have an extra flashlight. Flashlights always come in handy. In here is my Microlink FR150 AM/FM shortwave radio. It is also windable. It also charges cell phones. Pretty neat little toy. I picked this up at a gun show for about $35 from actually an NRA table, and some extra batteries for it. What else do we have in here? Got a little DEET repellent, water purifying tabs, a few more of the AAA batteries, and an old-fashioned crank-up flashlight. Crank it a few times and you got light. Okay, move this stuff out of the way, and I'll move on to the main part of the bag. Move this gear out of the way here. Moving on to the main part. N95 masks and some gloves. Always after 9/11 I've been carrying these because I remember nobody could find masks anywhere after 9/11 in New York City. They were really hard to come by. People were breathing in all that debris. That's not something you want to be breathing in, so every one of my bags has N95 masks and gloves. And some extra grab-and-go food items. These are actually MRE sandwiches. These are really good. If you see these, get them. These are shelf-stable sandwiches, Italian and honey barbecue. Whole meal is right in there, and they're really good. They're more like Hot Pockets, but they don't need to be heated. A few more of those. We got, this is from MRE packets. This is so my wife and I could eat. Got salt, pepper, cider, coffee, instant coffee, condiments, ketchup, salt, whatever. More sides. Some MRE sides. Side dishes, a little extra toilet paper, little Mountain House garlic mashed potatoes in there. Jellies, stuff like that. Ponchos, these are those cheap little blankets and those 99-cent ponchos. Get stuck on the side of the road, have to change a tire. It's pouring rain, now you got a poncho. And in here, this is Band-Aids and gauze. Okay? So all my Band-Aids, gauze, tape, everything in that one. My full first aid kit. Now this was a pre-bought first aid kit. I have added some things in here. This is the Be Smart, Get Prepared first aid kit. And it was from Walmart, but I've added a lot of extras and items that I would find useful in an emergency in this kit itself. And on the bottom, some personal care items. You know, you got toothbrush, razor, an extra lighter, some soap, and a little pack there to keep everything nice and dry. Baby wipes, they come in handy. Believe me, these things come in handy. I can't tell you how many times I finish shooting, want to take a drink of water, and I pull these out of my pocket and wipe my hands off. At least it's something, you know, keeping yourself clean. And a map of my area. Okay, I got a map of all of Nevada and a map of Las Vegas as well. I live about 60 miles outside of Las Vegas in Pahrump, Nevada. So this could come in handy no matter which direction I'm traveling. I also have a California map in the middle there, but I doubt I'd venture into California during an emergency. Some work gloves. Again, it's not something people think of, but you know, you're doing some work under the hood, you're doing some tire changing, you're doing some brush clearing. These are great. And lastly, MREs and heaters. Now I field strip these. I set them up so I have a a little bit of everything in here. These are just the entrees. You know, there's nothing exciting, but they're just regular entrees, and they're enough food to get by if you need them. I'd say you probably have about 2 or 3 days worth of meals in there in a pinch, including all my other stuff. And of course I have the MRE heaters. I sealed these up in plastic and in sheet shrink wrap, just in case the bag gets wet. I don't want these to start heating up. And that about does it. That's the small bag. And I hope you got some ideas, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.